going live stream and all that, I'm going to make it make sense to dumb people. Look. So you watching him, right? He has, look at the bottom. He has 78,000 subscribers. And he has 16 people in his live. And 18 likes. And he has 78,000 subscribers. You understanding what I'm saying? So don't make YouTube or none of these platforms, do not allow them to put fear in you of making content, bro. Because that's just the way this shit works. I promise you, where he's fucking up at, and he may want to do that. Every day he goes live, he posts his live listening to your music. Listen to your mother's music. Listen to these nuts. But don't put that, because that's what's making him not go viral. You get it? He doesn't work on his title. He doesn't work on his thumbnail. He doesn't do shit. He just comes live and he thinks maybe that he was going to be lit like that because he's who he is, bro. You could be the president of YouTube. It doesn't matter. If you just post and come on like that, you be lucky to have one video hit thousands of supporters, right? I promise you. And then once he goes live, he takes them all off. Look, let's go to his live section. Pop. He cuts off the live. You know why? Because he notices that he needs his audience and the videos not to go to his lives. He needs, after you see his live stream, he needs you to watch his videos because he needs help in the video section, right? Which he's smart with that. He has 1 million views, 2 million views 7 years ago. And that was not the luck of the video. The song was not popping like that, right? It's just he was paying. And now he doesn't want to pay, it seems. You get it? And now he's working. But I'm just keeping it real with you. I subscribed to him. You could tell. It says it up here, subscribe, right? But I didn't subscribe to him with this channel. I subscribe to him with Golden Culture with a K. And I tell you why I do that too. See, I hold nothing back from nobody because I'll be holding back myself. Now, here's why I did that. Because thanks a lot for those that hit like, motherfucker. But anyway, and he does pretty good music, I would say. I like to say that, I think. But I happen to think so. But if you're trying to learn about how you grow your channel on YouTube and how could you put your videos to work in a proper way, I'm one of the guys you want to listen to, believe me. So you see, he has mad videos. A year ago, he got 940 views. And this is a dude that has 70-something thousand subscribers, bro. So you would be thinking like, oh shit, he's lit. Look at the thousands of views that he was getting. But that was only when he was paying the music label, bro. When he was paying the YouTube people. Facts. And that's the problem. When you stop paying them, you have to hustle. You have to put in that work. You get it? I had to put in a little work today myself, right? And look, I'm going to keep it honest. I worked the hardest today so the video could get mad views, right? And it got the least of views. You get what I'm saying? So I promise you that when I work real hard at something, I slip up in some other part, I forget, and that live stream don't go nowhere. It gets views after I let it go up. It'll get thousands or hundreds of views, right? But you kind of like want it sort of like while you there, right? I don't know, but I could still fix it right now if I wanted to, but I'm not going through all that. You get it? Because my people are going to come in, they're going to watch, if they're going to watch, they're going to watch, and if they not, they not, right? I really don't give two fucks, right? Because everybody that knows me knows I make video content for generational wealth, for money, Facts. I do my live streams and all my videos. It's all about money. Maybe years ago, it was about the people that are watching. Like I really cared about my audience. Anybody knows that I could put a different title in my videos and knows that I could have thousands of people tuned in. Facts. I do things on purpose and I do it to test my own shit. But I really don't give a fuck because honestly, I'm going to be real with you. What I care about is the money I generate on the internet. And that's all I care about. Facts. So if you wanted to know, nigga, I keep it a stack. Nobody cares about nobody, bro. Anybody that tells you different, they lying. Now, you want me to lie to you or you want me to be honest? I'm going to be honest. I don't care about nobody. If you notice, I don't even talk to nobody that makes videos, bro. So nobody, these niggas don't talk about me. You know why? Because they will be sounding stupid. They could talk about a video that they seen, but if a nigga ever makes a video, yo, that nigga Warpath, nigga, you're just talking a talk because he never spoke to me or he never spoke to nobody that knows me or that be around me. Facts. You know why? Because I live in New York City and niggas don't even be around me. The only niggas that be around Warpath is real, thorough, solid niggas. And these niggas do not be on the internet. I promise you. So I don't fuck with niggas that be on the internet. At all. At all. Why you think I can make any video that I want to? I diss anybody and everybody. Because my real right niggas don't make videos, bro. Facts. I promise you. I do not fuck with niggas that make content. Whoever knows, knows. Am I lying, bro? Am I lying? Once I find out you make videos, I'll be like, oh, all right, boom, pop. That'll be the last time that dude ever spoke to me. Facts. I promise you. Everybody knows that about me. It's just the way I give it up in the slums, bro. Where argument could lead to the guns. Nigga, believe me, I'm nothing like what you see on your TV. I'm gonna show you how you make shit pop. Watch, because it's all about your title writing, bro. I'm telling you. You want me to I'm showing you right here. I'm doing it right here as I'm live. Look. New York City Gangster. You seen the title before. Now watch. New York City Gangster gets locked up. Why you think? Ow! That's crazy. I did that I typed that in wrong. Me cago en tu madre. Yo, hold on. My dog is going bananas, bro. I put this all wrong, but fuck it. However it came out spelled, it came out spelled. It spelled like it came out, and it came out like it spelled, bro. My name is LL Cool J. I rock the bells for a little minute. Dude's acting crazy while I'm changing up the whole spirit. Like Robin Givens, get the Givens. Like a Tom Givens, like a Tom Givens, like a Tom Killer, like a Tom Killer. Prison gangs. Prison. Gangsters. Gangster. Boom. Look, I'm changing my whole concept of everything I did in the video. I'm switching up the description. You could go look at it now and see it in a second, but you got to go right now. Hit the description, pop, and you're going to see what it says and watch when I'm done. And watch how the viewership count switches completely. And then you tell me what it's about, nigga. Facts. And tell me if I'm the teacher or I'm just the motherfucking concerto luto. Nigga? You playing games. Stop playing. I'm gonna show you little niggas something to play with me. Oh shit, fuck, I fucked up. I'm gonna fix it though, bro. Facts. Latin Kings, bro. Motherfucker. Bloods, gang. Bloods. Crip on my dick. Crips on my dick. Stop cripping because you ripping because you acting crazy. You niggas acting crazy because they cripping and ripping. Now play with me, boy. Ping. Now let's get it. Now watch. Watch the viewership turn into a real viewership that admires the democracy. Yo, what up? You tuned in to On The Lockout, where we teaching you how we tune in to the behavior of New York City gangs. In New York City, we never play games. Ping, 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 ping. But if you want to tender, let's get to it, baby. It's New York City gangs worldwide. Did this switch? Oh, yeah, switch. My bad. Pop. My bad. I thought you was watching me. But now the rest of the people come in and they'll see that there's a Lincoln Tari, Harmer Robber, prop. We in the building. Let's get to it. New York City gangs. I got a whole equipment to set up. You acting crazy, nigga? Shut the fuck up. Yo, what up, baby? You in the building or what? What's up, baby? Ow. Yeah, I bet you are. Are you ready for what I just said? Now go. You're gonna check out the count and everything, and I bet you it changes within a few seconds, bro. Facts. Bing, because I touched the microphone like it was gold, boy. What up? We in the building, baby. Let's get it. So this dude seems like he could rap. He's not, I think he is from New York City, but it's one thing if you're from New York City and you from the boroughs, homie. Respectfully, everybody's like, yo, I'm from New York. Nigga, where you at in New York? That shit is not part of New York, bro. All these dudes want to be New York, nigga. Listen, stop making video content and be, because I'm from New York. No, you not, my nigga. No, you not. If you don't live in Brooklyn with us, Manhattan, the Bronx, you not from out here, son. Just point blank, period. I understand that in your map, it may say New York City, but that's not the real right New York, bro. And whoever knows. Facts. Am I lying or what? So this kid here thinks he's a rapper.
Rappers, producers, and singers. I will be going live on YouTube Saturday.
Yo, this nigga said rappers, producers, and singers. I will be going live on YouTube, bro. Who the fuck are you, right? That's what I was saying. I was like, yo, who the fuck is this kid? This nigga sound like if he was the biggest music maker in the world, respectfully, right? Son got 52 likes on his video, right? 940 views, right? Mind you, he made this video a year ago. So I'm just showing you so you can understand YouTube, right? For those that seem to be having a hard time. Fast forward to he's live today.
Playing his music tonight to vibe out.
And he only has 14 people watching him live as we live 14 people are tuned into him. 19 likes. Bro, I promise you, bro. My little sister could go live right now and get more views than this nigga. Facts. With all his audience, I could grab a brand new page, open it up. Bro, I game and get fucking way more views and likes than this nigga. Facts. And generate a whole lot of money just playing a fucking game. And sometimes I don't even want to talk to nobody. I'm just into the game. Facts. Respectfully, because I think that dudes like him, I'm not even trying to diss him, but I believe that dudes like him, all he cares about is advertising his music, putting his Cash App and his PayPal there, which I would never do that, right? I make content, right? And you can see I never be saying, yo, dudes, my Cash App, yo, dudes, my PayPal, right? Like, that's some shit we did when YouTube first started, like way back, bro. Like, I don't see, and I'm going to tell you, you should never do that either. I'm telling you, if you want to lose your page, your channel, whatever the fuck you're doing, listen to me, bro. I promise you, I've been through it all. Everything. I can't say everything has happened to me on these platforms because it hasn't happened to me. Because that nothing that a person will do, like in this world, would affect me. You get it? Nothing affects me. I make the rules, right? But look at today's video, and anybody that knows, that sees me go live, knows, boy, I'll be having hundreds and thousands of people in my live if I really wanted to. You get it? That's when I do the live and I lower the numbers. I change the numbers within the bit rate and everything, right? I didn't do that today, but I'm testing this shit too. And still in all, if I stay here for an hour, my viewership will go up. But I'm showing y'all something too while I'm making content. And I think that's awesome. That you be able to teach people out of others' mistakes or my own mistake. Yo, what up, Julio? So check him out. He puts his Cash App up there and his PayPal and his Venmo to join his family. Join his family on Discord. I'm on Discord. I've been on Discord for years. Just check up my channel on the Lockout on Discord. Any platform that you go to that you know about in the world, I promise you, that means you're going to that platform or any platform that you go to besides YouTube. You're going there because it's kind of lit, right? Do yourself a favor, and when you go in, punch in on the Lockout where it says search, and I'm going to pop, and you're going to see my videos. I promise you. If I'm somewhere where you go to and you think it's lit, and you tell me, yo, I checked for you on this platform, you're not there. I promise you, I'll be there within the next 5 seconds. Because there's not a platform that's out till date that I know that's going to blow up and I'm not on it. Facts. I'm on every platform that's popping. I know what pops on every platform, not just YouTube. YouTube, to tell you the truth, is one of the least platforms that I'm on. I put my content here. The same way I put content on each and every one of my other platforms. And I put different content on all my platforms. On all my platforms on here, I talk about whatever I want to talk about, boo, whatever, right? Over there is somebody else. You get it? I may be Warpath here. Over there, I'm Miguelito. I'm DME. I'm DMX. I'm boom, boom. Facts. But anyway, bro, that vocals are so fire. His vocals are fire, right? Like, boy, I can't sit here and say, yo, he's an ill rapper because he don't live what he raps about. I definitely know that. I could just look at him and I could tell, boy, it's not like that, right? But that doesn't mean he's not a good dude, right? But I don't think he says too much gangster stuff in his. I don't know. I haven't listened to him in a minute, but I know this is bad. Putting your Cash App and your PayPal as the first thing up there and the shit that stays there, like you leave that there. Come on, bro. You're doing wrong. You know, honestly, a lot of people that go tune into you is because they love you. The ones that staying there is because they really like you. Because if I just turn to your page and the first thing I see is email songs, like you selling records, and then it says Cash App, and then your name, PayPal, then your name, Venmo, then your name, I'm going to be like, this nigga's thirsty. Stop begging. Facts. And I'm not saying, I'm saying that's the vibe that the viewers is on. And I'm talking about the hood viewers, because intelligent people from society, hardworking people, they're not on it like us. If I'm a white guy and I post and I put my Cash App, my PayPal, you know what those white people do? Oh, I send you $5,000, Tim. Hey, John, I just send you $20,000. They're competing with each other on the internet on how much money they send a nigga. Facts. Our people are fighting on why you sending this nigga money. I promise you. And that's why we lose in everything we do. Everything. We at the bottom. Facts. So this nigga, he may seem dumb, but he's kind of smart. In order to put a live stream like this on his channel, once he's done, that video is done. He deletes it. Because then that little bit of viewers that was there, they're going to generate to go watch his regular videos. Facts. And his regular videos, I don't know if they generating him cash or no, they not generating at this point. Look, he has a lot of views. 28 million views, bro. And he just opened that channel in 2011. And I say that because I have channels way before him. And I may not have reached in those channels 78,000 subscribers, but I bet you I generated way more money than he ever will on these platforms, because he doesn't know how to generate money off the platform. He's generating money off of the people, right? And I've generated money off of both. Respectfully, right? I'm just telling you the truth. But he really cares about you listening to his music, because you could just tap in right here to his Spotify, his Apple Music, all that, and tap right into him. Like, Pop, look at his music right there, right? But you can also do this. You could tap into right here. Pop, it's no different. I'm going to show you. It's no different. Watch. You could go right here and you could punch in on the lockout, ping. And you could go right here, Pop. And you could go right here to the more section in the top. And I got the same shit. A whole lot more. Facts. And I may not have the millions of views that he has, but there's nobody watching him like new. There's new people coming to my platforms every second of the day. I promise you. Even though this says 3 million views and 3 million and something, I have over 10 million views. I blocked a lot of videos. There's only 801 videos there, right? And one with this live stream. But I've blocked like over 3 or 4 or 5,000 videos that are blocked. And I could just put them on tomorrow and this view count will go right back up. So that shit holds no weight. Facts. That shit hold. I play with this YouTube like I play with this YouTube, bro. I know what works and what don't. I'm on every platform a nigga could think of. On Reddit as On The Lockout. No lie, bro. And I have like 7 different Reddit channels. You think I'm lying? I'll show you. Look, Pop. That's On The Lockout, nigga. On Reddit. Look. And that shit. And that shit was popping. Look. It wants me to join. I don't want to join. I just want to show you something. Look. Oh man, I joined it. Fuck, unjoin. All right, cool. So if I press it, it's gonna take me to that channel, and I don't want to go to that. But I want to show you like the viewers, the real viewer count that this shit got, because it has a lot already. Watch. Let me see if I can get to it through this channel here, through the actual channel on prison channel. I think it won't let me. Not to that video. Hopefully I'll find it here. But my video is somewhere down here. Oh, I think there's not gonna show me either. Why they put this guy on these channels, bro? These guys do everything that I do, bro. This guy right here, that dude, that blood dude, whatever the fuck he is, he's been coming to my platform since I started. Yo, Warpath, I look up to you. He's in all my comments. I can show you. He sent us money. I just took his money and all that. I think I answered them one time. Facts. And thank God that I didn't, because today, nowadays, niggas is calling him a rat. Yo, boy's a rat. I know him. He ratted. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but I told y'all the time a nigga was saying I ratted. So even if that nigga was to come out of prison or wherever the fuck he's at, and I doubt that he'll start making videos, because I have a lot of stuff on him, like on him beating on a girl, and the bros will fuck him up, right? But he's a nigga that he will survive in Rikers Island because he's about it. He was around me, and he was my boy. I'm not gonna lie. But if you was around me, that means you get busy, right? So boy did get busy. I'm not gonna lie about that. But he picks and chooses who he get busy with. He not gonna get busy on me. He'll come beside me and hit me with something. I keep it a stack. He'll hit me with something, but with a punch, you stupid. I'ma rock him, and he's mad tall, and I'ma beat the shit out of him. I promise you. And he's probably home now, but he can't make a YouTube video. If he does, if he makes videos ever, I'm gonna rag that nigga. You get it? It's gonna be like, good, you showed your face. Now you food. Niggas will kill him. You crazy? You know what this nigga did? I told you the story. I said these are stories that I spoke about years ago. They're in my videos. Facts. So nothing I'm saying is not like, oh, you never told her. I've been said this. So that's the dude that was saying that I ratted on him or whatever, some shit like that. Like, nigga, how the fuck nigga's so stupid. For me to rat on you, I would have to be going to court. The nigga started saying that my transcripts was in this court, like while he was going to trial. My transcripts wasn't in his court, stupid nigga. What was in his court was that when he started beating up the girl, the cops were called. And the landlord called the cops, but he called from my phone. I gave him my phone. I gave the landlord my phone so he can call the cops and tell the cops, this nigga here, the owner of the phone, had nothing to do with it, because he was going to prison, and I knew that. And I had just came home from doing a 4.5 to 12. And I was like, hell no, you're not getting me locked up for nobody. And I ain't do nothing, because he put the girl out. She was in the hospital in critical condition for months, like dead, nigga. Facts. And I had a body on me, like kind of sort of, like they were looking for me after that. And I was like, nigga, I didn't have nothing to do with that shit. That was this nigga. You bugging. Facts. I promise you, nigga. Anybody, nigga, I did my thing. I was on 3 homicide trials. Beat them. Facts. Anybody that knows me knows I'm going to kill you. I am. And if I kill you, I'm going to hold it down, nigga, if I get caught. But I'm not holding down nobody's body, nigga. Facts. I would, nigga, I'll tell the police in 2.5 seconds who the fuck killed so-and-so. If I get locked, these niggas kill me. These derelict niggas that make Rikers Island or these fake videos trying to copy our flow and come on. Nigga, you telling me that if you get picked up for homicide, you supposed to hold it down, or that's ratting? No, it's not, nigga. I didn't get locked up with you. You get it? These niggas pick and choose what ratting is. And a nigga that's never been in a homicide situation or locked up in real life will be like, oh, these niggas are telling. I would have held it down. Nigga, you would have not done nothing of a sort. But you must be a stupid motherfucker with nowhere to live and no family. Nobody loves you, nigga. Kill somebody. They pick me up. You best believe you're going to jail, nigga. If I get picked up for a body, nigga, and they trying to sentence me and I didn't catch the body and I know who it was, nigga, you ain't got to worry about telling, nigga. Just know you're going to jail. I'm going to tell you early, nigga. Facts. You bugging. And that's not considered ratting. It's ratting in his eyes because it's like, oh, shit, the nigga told on me. No, the nigga told the truth. I don't know you. I don't even fucking know you. If I don't know you, I supposed to do a bid for you? That shit is too much. Y'all niggas is lying to all these little niggas. Y'all niggas is spreading false fucking ratting rules and all types of shit, nigga. That's not ratting, nigga. That's just you telling the fucking truth. And if I don't know you, you better believe it, nigga. You're going to jail for a long time. Facts. I don't give a fuck what a nigga consider me. You consider me a rat? Good, nigga. Don't kill nobody around me because I'm going to tell on you, nigga. Facts. If I get picked up, now I'm not just going to court like, yo, this nigga did this. I'm not just doing that. I could know that you killed 30 people and be living regular. Facts. But if I get picked up, nigga, and locked up and sent to Rikers Island, nigga, for a body that I didn't commit and I know who did it, you bugging, nigga. You're going down. Your whole life's turned upside down. And I live in New York City in real life. Don't let these niggas lie to you, bro. These niggas are lying, nigga. If King Warpath, the almighty king, the real right king, boy, there is no realer king than New York, than Warpath that does videos. Anybody who's king or who's not knows this, bro. Facts. There's no way I'm not telling the fucking police, whoever, who the fuck you killed. Who's the real murderer. And I don't know you. You bugging if I supposed to do a bid for you, bro. And anybody that protects a nigga like that, like if I'm telling on him and you protect him, nigga, you food. You the real food. You want me to do a bid for another nigga that I don't even know? What the fuck you on? Did you just suck his dick? Or what? Te lo metió? Did he fuck you? Or what? Yo, you cannot force one of your bros or anybody like, yo, you gotta do this bid for this guy. You must be fucking stupid. Then I don't want no part. I don't want nothing to do with your fucking gang, nigga. Facts. That is the stupidest shit I ever heard, bro. You could call it ratting. You could call it gadding. Whatever, nigga. I guess I'll be doing just that, nigga. Facts. I'll do it with pride, too, when I go to court. Like, boom, who killed him? He did. Facts. I promise. Sir, it was him. Do you see him here? Yeah, he's right there. I promise you, nigga. Don't let these niggas lie to you. They all lying because it hasn't happened to them yet. And they haven't been put in that position. So they're going to lie to you. Nigga, I get locked up. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen good, because some of y'all have a problem with listening. I get arrested for a homicide, right? I had nothing to do with. I don't even know the guy that killed him. The police comes to me. You're being arrested for what? Homicide, for killing so-and-so. Nah. And then I find out that it was you and I don't know you, nigga. You going down. Is there a fucking problem? How is that ratting? Oh, that dude is a rat. Why? Because he won't do 100 years for killing somebody that he didn't kill? And he doesn't even know the fucking guy? You gotta be kidding me, bro. So what you want is you want assholes to be out here in the streets, morons, to just be doing time for people. So tell your boys or anybody, catch a body. I know who's going to hold you down. Ooh, call Warpath. He'll take the weight for you. You got to be kidding me, bro. You kill a nigga anywhere around me, buddy. Facts. And I get arrested for it, or anybody that I know. And I don't know you. What am I saying wrong? Absolutely nothing. I don't know you. You killed the person. You better believe you will be going to jail, bro. Facts. I'm going to tell on you, your daughter, your mother, your grandmother, everybody, nigga. I promise. Now, in that sense, you want to call me a rat? I'll be a rat. That's a rat? That's a rat to you niggas? I'm the most old school, realest nigga that you will ever meet on the internet. I promise you. It's King Warpath. You want to know about gang life? I've been in gangs since gangs popped off in New York City. Facts. I know that you may think, oh, boy looks kind of young. Boy, I'm going to be 60 years old. Facts. I will grab you, put your head under my, right here, and I could pop your whole fucking brain. Pop! I'll pop you, nigga. Facts. And I'm still outside, nigga. I promise you. So don't let nobody lie to you. Young niggas run the street. Where the fuck are these young niggas at? Because I never see them. Respectfully. Yo, these niggas got these young niggas wildin'. What? Young niggas is wildin'? Where you see that at? I'm in every hood. I'll be outside. You think I'm going to be talking shit here like a... Why you think these content creators, right? These other fake content, even if they were to hit me up, some of them have hit me up, right? So I'm not going to say that. But the vast majority that don't hit me, they don't hit me because somebody told them about me already. I know this. Like, yo, boy, you hit him up, you're going to have beef. Facts. I already know niggas told them niggas that. Like, yo, Warpath is a troublemaker. He's going to come over here. I know niggas smear that shit where, yo, that nigga Warpath, he seemed cool, but he's a problem. I know they told niggas the truth, right? And I don't have a problem. You told the nigga the truth, right? Because I promise you that any of these YouTube niggas that make videos that live in New York, I wish they played with me like that, bro. Facts, because I would eliminate them ASAP, nigga. You would never see them make another video again in life. Facts. And I could talk like that, nigga. You know why? You know what's the difference? I'm really like that. I'm really who I say I am. And if I wasn't, then why would I say I am? Facts. And say it on the internet where the video is gonna stay there. Nigga, I've been saying the same things for years, nigga. Anytime I feel like it. And you know what's the best thing about it? I could say that. And ain't shit that anybody could do about it. You know that if I was somebody else and I would have been talking the way I've been talking, do you know that the nation, other gang members, everybody would have hit son up and made him take them videos down? I do a lot of shit on purpose, nigga. I wish a gang member or any nigga that live in New York City would dare to fix his face to hit me and be like, yo, boy, take that video down. I bet you I'll smack the fucking skin off his face. Facts. Niggas are even scared to hit me to record with them, nigga. Facts. I promise you, I'm not even lying to you, bro. I don't gotta lie. I'm saying facts. Why you think you turn on a video and you see another, and you must be thinking like me. This nigga grabbed this bird nigga to make a Latin King video with a bird nigga? Like, son ain't even king. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you see a nigga recording with a nigga talking about New York City? Son don't even live in New York City. How the fuck you make a video with a nigga claiming to be Latin King, right? And the nigga claiming to live in New York City, the nigga doesn't even live in New York City. The nigga's a shelter nigga. Facts. Respectfully, the nigga don't even live in New York. I be watching these videos, I'm like, what a fucking sucker. But if you look at the nigga who did the interview, oh, I know why you did it. Because you pussy. I can see it in your face, nigga. I know niggas like you. You pussy. Facts. That shit kills me, nigga. You see all these niggas recording with another nigga, right? The niggas claiming to be king. But the niggas talking about New York City doesn't even live in New York. I believe if you don't live in New York, my nigga, you don't live in New York. You not from here. You left, nigga. You moved, period. Once you leave New York City, nigga, and you been gone 5, 6, 7, 8 years, you not from here no more, boy. Ain't nobody ever gonna change that from me, bro. Nobody could tell me nothing about no videos I make ever in life. Nobody has ever even dared to hit me to remove a video, nigga. Facts. Niggas had hit me and asked me like, yo, what you meant in this video? And I dissed the nigga. Nigga, suck my dick. I promise you, if I tell you the name of niggas that I invited to my dick, you be like, nah, yeah, nigga. Or a lot of them niggas that make content while you think is content. Facts. I don't give a fuck about nobody. Believe me, I had niggas like Blue Boy and all them other niggas respectfully hitting me, nigga. Respectfully. I could tell you about 10 to 15 different times that son tried to get through to me. I'm talking about Blue Boy. So anybody thinking that I was talking bad about Blue Boy, I wasn't talking bad about him, stupid. The nigga and me was gonna work together. The nigga hit me mad times. Facts. I said this on numerous occasions. Like, what are you listening to? How a nigga incorporate what I'm saying? There seems to be, like, it seemed like I was talking bad, but I was giving a point to, like, the public, the people that do it. Like, you're stupid. I wasn't talking about, like, Blue Boy is stupid, right? And if I was, I dare say, Blue Boy is stupid. I could do that. I would have just did that. Facts. But I wasn't saying that, and I didn't mean that. You get it? So why am I just going to put something in the air when that's not what I meant, nigga? But people, this is how bad the audience is. They try to switch shit up so Blue Boy could take it in a certain way. Well, let me tell you something. I wouldn't give a fuck how Blue Boy took it. Blue Boy, Yellow Boy, or Green Boy, nigga. That's what you got fucked up about me. Facts. But I wasn't talking bad about the nigga, so I'm going to keep it real. Like, yo, I didn't even say that about the nigga. So when I said that, Blue Boy had mad of his people started hitting me, but they hit me to work with him. My boys, the niggas I talk about, Mag, Warrior hit me for Blue Boy. Facts. Once Warrior hit me to talk to Blue Boy, Warrior was like the fucking 20th person that already had hit me to speak to Blue Boy. I was like, what the fuck? I hit him back. Yo, this nigga wants to talk to you. Who? Blue Boy. Where he's at? He's right here. Put him on. Yo, hold on. Yo, Blue Boy. Yo, he left. The nigga had walked off. Boom. Mind you, then he was supposed to get Blue Boy back to talk to me or what have you. Shit got mixed up, boo. They left me a phone number so I could call Blue Boy. I'm not fucking calling nobody, nigga. Everybody know that. I'm not calling nobody, nigga. Facts. So then they called me, Blue Boy's man, one of them blood niggas. I don't know how much of his man could he be, but he was his man at that point. So the blood nigga called me, yo, Blue Boy wanna holler at you. Boom. I was like, what up? He want beef, nigga? He started laughing. You funny, boy. I said, nah, I know what it is. Boom. Me and the homie spoke. And we had a good conversation. It's a sad thing that was our last conversation. You get it? Because I would like to have spoken to him more, and I could have helped him more than I could have than the help that Blue Boy got. Cause Blue Boy didn't get no help from me. He probably got help off for watching me, but he didn't directly get no help from me. Although I wish that I would have dealt with Blue Boy, because Blue Boy would have never in his life been arrested. I could tell you that. Facts. Because Blue Boy, from day one, Blue Boy sits next to me and talks to me, and his whole way of thinking and the way he carries himself in life will change from that day on. Facts. Because niggas didn't know how to secure Blue Boy. They just let Blue Boy go. So you let Blue Boy go, Blue Boy's gonna get up in the morning, go about his business, woo, pop, get locked up. I'm pretty sure that there's none of you guys are there right now for Blue Boy. But guess, if I would have had spoken, if I would have had gotten to be around Blue Boy like I like him now, I probably would have been returning right now from going to see him. Facts. I probably would have did something to wind up with him in the same facility. That's just how real I keep it. But he bumped into a lot of non-real niggas. But there was one or two dudes that called me that I could say, nah, the nigga try to keep it real with Blue Boy. And that's Black that I'm talking about. I forgot his name. He's one of the leaders of the Bloods. Or at one point he was. And a few dudes from around my way, of course. Warrior. You know, Warrior's a solid dude in his own state of mind. There's a lot of things about Warrior, about King Warrior, that I don't believe are solid. Facts. I'm not going to change that for nobody. But, and they can never be solid in my eyes. And I've always thought that way, and I've always said that, and I would never stop saying that, right? But Warrior has a lot of shit about him not solid. Like, I don't need to ask you about something. You get it? And you don't need to feel a certain way about something. If you feel a certain way about something, then you should just hit that individual, right? You hit me for Blue Boy. And things could be fixed that way. But if not, I'm going to carry on and just continue doing what I'm doing, because my content or the way I feel don't change for nobody. And I'm talking about the guy that I know, right? That the Bloods were jumping him, and I said, yo, I came and took the blood off of him, broke the blood up, ping. When I duffed the Bloods up in the mess hall, it was with Warrior. Now, I'm just saying, let's keep it a stack. If Warrior was a real dude, right, he would be like, yo, let me tell the story on your channel. I don't gotta ask him or suck his dick. Yo, come tell the story. I've said the story a million times. The Bloods were jumping Meg's co-defender, King Warrior. He had 25 to life. The Blood duffed him. Ping. When the Blood rocked him, I grabbed the Blood, nigga. Ping, 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 ping. Rocked him. My little man Chino got in. Boom. Rocked him. Ping, ping. They took me and Chino. I don't know what happened to Warrior. They took me and Chino, put us in the bullpen. What pen y'all want to go to? I said, I want to go in that pen. The CEO was like, that's the Blood's pen. I said, that's where I want to go. Facts. They put us in the Blood pen. I was like, what up? What's popping? As soon as the police peeled off, I'm like, what up? What's good? And the Bloods were like, nah, we respect y'all. And they gave us a hug. We in the same pen. And the gate is closed, Pop. We in the same pen with mad Bloods. Me and Chino alone. I promise you, them niggas went from what's up to hugging us. Yo, we were the smallest nigga in the whole bullpen, nigga. But we was getting it rocky, nigga. I promise you, bro. Those are things in my life that I will never forget, because it's what made me who I am today. And I learned, that's why anything that come around me, a nigga even look at me wrong in the fucking subway, anywhere, nigga, I'm on his body. And that's bad to be like that, but that's the way I am. Facts. Anybody will tell you, don't look at this nigga. It's like I have a don't look at me sign in the street. Facts. I hate a nigga looking at me like, what the fuck are you looking at, bro? I'm that nigga, bro. If you don't, I'm that nigga that be like, yo, what the fuck you looking at? That's me, nigga. Facts. I promise you. So, but, yeah, I popped the Blood's head off right there in the mess hall. Ping, 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 pong. The nigga Ralphie, well, it was a Puerto Rican Blood, and another nigga that was, this nigga was King, Nieta, blood, everything, nigga. And he got ripped. The Bloods have ripped him and the Kings ripped him. He got 2 cuts in his face. His name is M.O. Facts. This is the first time, I think, or the second time I say their name. But his name is M.O. So you probably know him, right? He get busy. M.O. That nigga. Facts. But shout out to M.O. Shout out to Scholar Rock. They both became my peoples. We squashed it. It was a dead issue. But they know that nigga Warpath, get it in, nigga. Facts. And at that time, the Latin Kings and the Bloods both had HDM smash. This is an HDM. Now, a lot of y'all niggas don't have HDM stories. Respectfully. You get it? So I'm not trying to flex with my HDM stories, but I could flex a whole lot because I had HDM smashed from the box, nigga. Facts. From the box, I had HDM smashed. I promise you. And I had it smashed when it was a bunch of Bloods in there. It was Bloods and Kings, but it was like at one point the Bloods started getting like a little, all right, these niggas are getting overpopulated, my nigga. It's time for them niggas to go. Facts. But a lot of Bloods lived in my house. Facts. Dizzy, the leader of the Bloods, Dizzy, was in my house. I lie to you not. That nigga Dizzy lived in my house. That's how I started telling the story about Dizzy and this fake nigga, Mac Mean. That's where he got the story from Dizzy from. He hit me up and he heard our stories and he told me, yo, I know Dizzy. And he lied. Dizzy don't know this nigga. Facts. He probably heard of Dizzy because Dizzy was around 183rd. And Mac, before he moved upstate, he lived around that area or hung out around that area. But he don't know Mac. He don't know Dizzy. Facts. But Dizzy's the dude that sent the DA to get beat up from inside the prison. Respectfully, facts. Dizzy was with me in my house. And when I popped on the Bloods in the mess hall for the King nigga, Dizzy snatched the Blood niggas off of me because one of the Blood niggas grabbed me. Facts. And put me in the headlock. Bing. And while he had me in the headlock, I had this hand. Pop. And I was going in my butthole to take out the Rittervic. And before I took out the motherfucker, Dizzy had told him, yo, let him go, boo. And he was like, yo, you gonna defend this nigga? Or whatever. And whatever they got into, I still came around and snuffed them. Pop. Facts. And he was like, oh, shit, you see? Like a bitch. Facts. And Dizzy was with me. Facts. The leader of the Bloods was not defending the Bloods. He was with me. And you know how good I felt? Besides that point, I felt good because I knew the whole time that the Bloods were with me. Facts. Before I went in the mess hall and I was walking all tough, I knew this is going to pop. The Bloods is with us. Don't worry about it. Facts. Because I knew anytime that I popped, that the leader of the Bloods was either gonna pop or he was gonna stop a big pop off like happening to me. Like I knew that Dizzy is not gonna stand there and let me get hurt. Facts. I knew that. And I knew it so bad that I put it through the test. And it happened exactly the way I envisioned everything. So the Blood, the almighty Dizzy, will for the rest of his life have my respect. Facts. So I don't know what anybody has bad to say about Dizzy because I'm pretty sure he's putting a lot of work on a lot of dudes and he got worked on. He got slapped up by a Latin King nigga that was with me. That was my guy, King Menudo. Menudo came into our house in HDM. We in the box in HDM. But it's like a pre-bing, but it's semi. Like you could come out at certain times. Boom. Menudo comes in. Boom. Dizzy. Menudo's telling Dizzy, nigga, use a faggot, suck my dick up. Dizzy's coming out through the walkway. And 1B, there's like a gate that the dude could come out by himself because you CMC. Like we in the house, but the gate closes right here. Pop. And then from there on, it's like 3 or 4 cells. And them 3 or 4 cells, are separated from this one cell that leads on to the rest of the house. You get it? So it's like we could walk to right here and they here. But those 4 cells, pop, 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 belong to those inmates, right? And then they lock this, pop. So like, y'all bad, because you in the box, but you fucked up. And now you got to go to the box. So that's like the box behind the box. You get it? So boom, Menudo's there arguing with Dizzy. He sees Dizzy and he's like, yo, this faggot motherfucker's here. And I'm like, what? And Dizzy's like, yo, Warpath, get that nigga away from me, bro. I'm like, why? What happened, Dizzy? I'm in the middle. I'm laughing. Facts. I promise you, I'm laughing. I'm like, yo, why? What happened? And he's like, yo, that motherfucker grabbed me by my hair and would slap me the fuck up, bro. I said, nah. And Menudo was like, fuck this nigga. Now Menudo knows English. I'm like, holy shit. Like, when you left me, nigga, you didn't even speak English. Facts. They arguing, boom. And I'm like, yo, y'all chill with that. I did it, though. I had to do it. Dizzy was a good dude. So I've been around the blood Dizzy, right? My bad if he did anything wrong to you or you ever see this video. If he did something wrong to you, I apologize. It wasn't me. And I just know Dizzy for Dizzy being around me. And he was a good nigga all around the board. I'll tell you another story with Dizzy. We in my house. Niggas start stabbing a Spanish dude next door. So next door, we can't see them, but you could hear and you could talk to the people next door. We in the box. So now it's 1B and 1A, right? So in 1A, they stabbing the nigga. Bing, bing, in his cell. His cell is in the back towards me and Dizzy. I had the last cell in the house, and the TV is in front of my cell. That's why I'll kill anybody for that cell till date. Facts. So the TV is right in front of my cell. Boom. Me and Dizzy could see it the best out of anybody. So with the cells closed, pop, I'm still on my chair sitting down watching TV, nigga. When the police passed, I told yo, put down channel 11, put on channel 11. Bah, 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 bah. Simple. Facts. So boom. Ah! You hear the niggas bleeding. I'm like, what the fuck? Yo, I'll never forget those screams in my life, bro. Let me get this nigga out of here, because this nigga's fucking ugly as fuck. He's killing me right here. So anyway, they stabbing this dude up, right? Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, holy snap, it's going down. And Dizzy is hollering blood codes. So I bang on Dizzy shit. Boom, yo, blood. Yo, what up? Yo, tell them to stop. Boom, boom, boom. Yo, blood. What up? Yo, you didn't hear me? Tell them niggas to stop. He quiet. And then he's like, yo, y'all chill with that, bro. Stop it, dead it. So he told, yo, for a minute, this nigga was screaming. They were stabbing this nigga up. And I even heard a nigga that passed by his cell and was like, yo, bro, you're not going to get busy? Nothing? Nothing? The nigga was screaming at him like that. Like, yo, you're not going to. So nobody jumped in for him because he didn't do nothing. He had a chain on. They took his chain. Boom. I guess that was their excuse for taking his chain. I guess he did something or whatever, right? Whoever knows, the Bloods at that time was the worst prison or Rikers Island gang that you could ever see. Nobody liked them niggas. Facts. I don't know. I'm pretty sure today a lot of people have a misconception because you hear the YouTube stories and the YouTubers that make videos spend a lot of time cleaning up the garbage that the Bloods did years ago, but it's still going on. But in Rikers Island and in New York City, that was the worst gang that you ever know about. Facts. The Bloods, the dirtiest, most grimiest gang niggas you ever met in your life. You don't even want to be Blood, nigga, at that time. Facts. And I don't think even in these times, respectfully. But there was a lot of Bloods that I was talked to and they was cool with me, right? Or semi, right? So when I told them to stop, they stopped that shit. But I don't know what the nigga really did. I'm pretty sure he didn't do nothing deep or nothing too much. But Dizzy told them niggas to stop. Facts. I saved that nigga's life. They were going to kill that nigga. Facts. If he didn't die, but I know that at that minute, I saved him. And I'm never going to lie to you, bro. Them niggas were abusive. All this shit that you seeing now, that you hearing on these platforms, these niggas are lying. The worst gang or group of people to ever hit Rikers Island and blow up by numbers was the Bloods, nigga. I promise you, nigga. If you want to be around somebody that's no good, like a piece of real shit, it's the Bloods, nigga. You do not, and that's a gang that you do not want to be in because you will be killed by another little Blood nigga. Facts. Now, did they try to fix it nowadays? I don't know, I guess, nigga. I know a lot of Blood niggas, but these niggas are thorough. So I'm like, I don't want to mix the two, but I could tell you one thing, nigga, that when I was locked up and I already knew all the Blood rules and everything, nigga, and I lived in my house where I was at, it was more Bloods than Kings, you know we was putting it in, nigga. Because I'm beating the shit out of Bloods in the mess hall, having to come back to my house filled with Bloods. Facts. I was in the 1B box in HDM. Facts. Those are one of the first stories that I told on this channel. Facts. And none of my stories are made up. I may joke around in them and all that, but my stories are straight real. And the fact that I toned my stories down, that's just a fact. I put a lot of stamp on the story because of the YouTube, nigga. But in a minute, I'm going to get back on my story shit. Honestly, I just be forgetting. But I remember, you know when I remember to tell my stories the real way? When I see a fake nigga coming on saying, yeah, you know, because the Bloods, we're the most sacred gang. And we was uplifting the people in Rikers Island. Uplifting the people in Rikers Island? Are you smoking crack? Did this nigga just do heroin? Like unfiltered? Like this? Yo, bro, do never let a nigga lie to you and tell you that the Bloods was a good gang on Rikers Island, nigga. That was the worst gang. It still is the worst gang. That's why you have the Patia niggas washing them niggas up. They getting at it, right? And it's because all these little bad, no good Blood niggas. I'm not saying that everybody's like that, right? I'm not saying, listen to what I'm saying, because these niggas take shit wrong, right? Not everybody's like that. But is that you can't allow a nigga that's a bum to join your gang. You can't allow a nigga that's willing to eat gum off the floor to join your gang. And it's like anybody in the world could be Blood, nigga. How the fuck you go outside right here in New York City? You go outside and a nigga coming up the block like this. I'm 21. And the nigga's Blood. How the fuck that nigga's Blood? He's like, nigga, you fucking wildin'? What? Nah, nigga. I'm telling you. So that's when you know niggas is thirsty. And that's the only way that they got their numbers up. They took any retardado, respectfully. Facts. They took everybody and anybody. But then none of them niggas could really stun on me and tell me that the Kings wasn't the niggas that gave you the hardest wash up you ever had in your life, boy. Facts. Because I could tell you, we never got beat up by Bloods. Facts. And I'll tell you the real truth. We always put that work in on the Bloods. Facts. And I'm not talking about in the 90s, 80s. I'm talking about till date, nigga. Respectfully. You get it? Like, nigga, I'll tell you a fucking what, nigga? But everything that happens with gangs and that happens, we don't really tell it on the internet. You get it? Like, there could be a war outside, and I'm not going to come and talk about it on the internet like that, right? I told you a few times, like, yo, the bros just washed this nigga up. I may have said that because everybody knew about that. Or when the Latin King nigga killed the blood nigga, and then the blood niggas killed the Latin King nigga. I told y'all that shit too, right? But it happened back to back because it hit the news, right? But that was recently. And that happened on my block. Facts. And the police came and questioned me. I'm like, nigga, I ain't got nothing to do with that shit. Respectfully. Word. But I'm going to say the truth. Anytime I speak about the years back in the days, I'm going to say the truth, right? And the main factor is that the worst gang, and I'm not saying the worst because they was putting work in. It was no working. The Bloods came through as the dirtiest gang in the world. Facts. So they would come to the gate and we didn't want them in our house. Respectfully. Yo, tú eres sangre. Yeah, tell the CO you can't live here. Facts. Because you're dirty, nigga. If you looked at these niggas, it's like, holy shit. So what we was trying to do, we was trying to get dudes to be clean and come. Bro, you want to be in there and all them dudes in there are dirty? Look at them dudes. Everybody's a dirt bomb. Hell no, nigga. We not living like that. So we was washing niggas up, hoping that niggas would go get washed up. It's bad, bro. We had to beat some of these niggas senseless in order for a nigga to take a shower, bro. So all the smoke shit and the drug shit is cool, right? That's what let off the beef, right? Whatever people say. Bro, that beef was going to happen anyway when you start letting dirty niggas come in the cell like that. And then you got real Latinos, you know, Boricuas, how clean we are. Facts. Nigga, we cleaning that cell. So now they crying about the jail is dirty. Rikers Island is at the dirtiest point of its time. Why is it? I'm going to tell you why. The Latin King said, fuck them niggas. We fell back. We fell back from the Nietiviris. We let the Bloods just do them. And there goes your jail, nigga. When the Kings fell back and just did worry about king shit. That's why Rikers Island is in a verge of closing. Rikers Island, they would have never spoke about closing Rikers Island if it still would have been conducted in the manner of the way the Latin Kings had every prisoner. Boom, you're going to clean today, nigga. Facts. We had everybody cleaning on Sunday, bro. Who stopped that? Who wanted to stop that? You tell me. Who's the only people that wanted to stop GI on Sunday, nigga? Facts. So now the Kings fell back. The Bloods don't got to clean. No prisoners got to clean. That was a king rule. We started that shit. Yo, it's GI Sunday, nigga. Every jail was cleaning on Sunday, nigga, or you would get washed the fuck up. Niggas didn't want to clean, bro. You know how many fights I had? That was like yo, we popping today. It was fights every Sunday. Ping, 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 because nigga didn't want to clean. You don't want to clean? Brrr, you out of here. Facts. That's why Rikers Island, now they want to close it. Why? Because the dirtiest jail in the world. When the Latin Kings were populated Rikers Island, that shit would have never been closing. Ask anybody. Facts. Ask anybody, do they still clean every Sunday on Rikers Island? The nigga's gonna laugh at you. Facts. If I'm lying, I'm dying. I don't lie about nothing. I never met the dirtiest gang members that I've ever met are the Bloods, bro. Respectfully, that I've ever lived around, and they buy a bunch of them in the numbers. The dirtiest gang I've ever been around in my life is Blood niggas. Facts. Y'all niggas ain't gonna say it because a lot of y'all niggas on the internet, y'all niggas be scared ass niggas. Listen to me, I live in New York City, bro. I live out here, nigga. If anybody should be scared, you would think it's Warpath, right? I'm the least scariest nigga that you ever gonna meet in your life, nigga. Because I know where I stand when I step outside my door, nigga. Facts. I know, even in my household, you can ask my wife, anybody. I'm on point, nigga. And I'm in my house. I'm on point like I just stole something, nigga. Facts. I'll be telling my wife, what the fuck was that? Go check. Like, we checking, nigga. Facts. And I'm in my house, nigga. And that's not that you live in paranoid or nothing. I'm on point, nigga. Because I know what I would do if I knew a nigga lived somewhere and the nigga robbed me or anybody I know. And I've robbed a lot. I've robbed the most of New York City niggas that are so-called street, that talk on the internet or don't. I've robbed him or robbed somebody he knows. Facts. And here's one thing that a nigga never will forget. The nigga who smacked him or robbed him. And I done it all. Facts. So I don't sleep on nobody. And I had the cojones to still make content and put my face out there. You think a nigga don't see me? You think these niggas ain't tight? You think these niggas ain't tight and they see this face every time they come on the internet and a nigga see me? FBI, open up! Do you think the niggas I robbed don't be like, this motherfucker when I catch him? Why, nigga? Them niggas is tight. Especially, they know I get busy. You get it? So you're going to have a hard time. And then they like, damn, and son get older. And I don't get older and pussy. I get older and I'm about it. Anybody that knows me knows I'm being nice on here right now. When I say I'm about it, niggas know like, boy is saying it in a nice way still. I promise you, boy. Facts. We outside, nigga. In that life, nigga. So the number 5, where they get the number 5 from? Let's keep it real. The number 5, in the beginning, it only belonged to the almighty Latin king and queen nation. The Bloods started writing the 5 because of the Latin kings on Rikers Island. It wasn't because of no other gangs. These niggas are remixing the stories to y'all niggas. If nobody stays on top of me, I would not talk about this. But y'all niggas gotta stay on top of me if you want to get your story right. The 5 belongs to the almighty Latin king and queen nation. The 5, the Bloods only started writing the 5 when they made a peace treaty with the kings. Facts.
Stop the cap.
I'll never lie to you, bro. Correct me if I'm wrong, nigga. And I could talk about all this because I was there, nigga. Facts. So don't let these niggas lie to you, because these niggas are making videos now talking about, yeah, because we writing the 5, because we got the 5. Niggas suck a dick. Them niggas got the 5 from the almighty Latin king and queen nation, nigga, on Rikers Island. I promise you. I'll never lie to you, bro. Oh, as a matter of fact, I watched the video today and they spoke about it. Let me see if I find it. Facts. I promise you, it had this nigga in it. This Moreno nigga, this nigga right here. Yeah, that was him, but it's in another video, bro. I'm telling you, I saw it. I saw it today, if I'm not mistaken. But it's on this nigga's video. What that kid's name? Butter Pekin. What's his name, bro? That talks about Cuban links. Yo, look at how this nigga copied my video. So you want to see a nigga copying your video? Look at that thumbnail. You see this thumbnail right here? Look, I'm going to show ya. But this is how niggas copy your YouTube videos and all that, bro. This shit is sad, bro. These niggas are sad, bro. Look at this. You see this right here? Let me put it so you can see the cursor. Because I got you not seeing the cursor. But now you're going to see it. But check this out. You see this video right here? You see this video with the finger on it? Look at the thumbnail. You see the thumbnail? That's Al Prophet. He got 22,000 views. Look what he puts on it. New York City, NYC legend, Blue Boy, charged again. R.I.P. Larry Davis, right? Look at his thumbnail. This is how sneaky these niggas are. So he blocked me. So I won't know. That's my thumbnail, nigga. They been taking stuff from us for years. That's my thumbnail. You want to see something? I'll show you. I made that thumbnail, nigga. And I put in a lot of work to make that thumbnail. Facts. I'm going to show you. These niggas are thieves, bro. But I watch everything. And if I don't catch it today, I'm going to catch it. These niggas is proud. So he has me blocked. He blocked On The Lockout, the channel. But he didn't block all my other YouTube channels. I have a lot of YouTube channels. Monetized. But look, you don't believe me? That's my thumbnail. These niggas be watching our content and then get ideas to make their content. And to the point where you steal the thumbnail and then block us. So we don't know that you stole. These niggas is wow, bro. I'm going to show you. That's my thumbnail, nigga. Blue Boy, Crips Gang. So look at the thumbnails that I have with Blue Boy. And where you see that thumbnail, right here at the bottom, nigga. That's my thumbnail. I had that thumbnail since 2022. You get it? Since March in 2022, bro. So about 4 years ago, I used that thumbnail. And way before 4 years ago, I used that thumbnail. That's my thumbnail, nigga. He stole the thumbnail and put it on his page. You get it? And told and put the title almost the same. Stole the story. Blue Boy. And the story, I told it by myself. Crip gang member Larry Davis. You gotta watch this video to the end to understand what's going on. At the same token,
help us to war.
These are my niggas outside when they like Warpath was the realest nigga. Look, and I told niggas, just because a nigga's getting high or they look a little fucked up, these niggas will smash you, nigga. These are outside niggas. They might have been getting high in 2022 or whatever, right? But I know that if you was on Rikers Island with any of these two niggas, they'll smash you up because they the cuckoo back there. I promise you. To the bottom of that, because people are talking in the streets. Watch. He was locked up with me.
You just ain't avoid.
He said I start trouble on the island of streets. He said you don't know. Yeah, Mustafa, he did a bit with me. He did a bit with me.
Like you didn't start trouble.
He was locked up with me.
You just ain't avoid.
He said I start trouble on the island up north. Mustafa, I was a bird. Look, Mustafa, tell him. I'm asking him if I was a bird. These niggas did bids with me every year. Look what they say.
Never avoided it.
I was a bird up north.
Hell no, bird. We shoot the birds and kill the pigeons, nigga.
Yo, he said war. He said war start problems.
He can't help himself. War always. Man.
Yo, Mustafa said I couldn't help myself. I don't even show off like that.
He
But
be like this, yo.
He get a vibe about
Why
it.
that nigga doing that though?
See, yeah, that's what it is.
What did he do that for?
Fuck you looking at us.
I said, why don't you leave it alone? It's
No,
not
that's
us.
a problem.
Yeah.
Look, ain't had nothing to do with me, him, or the niggas we fuck with.
Yeah.
But now that nigga starting.
yeah.
Word up, Moo, he start. Hold
Yo,
up.
and
I
Mustafa.
could be like this, yo. And the nigga's only fucking 3 feet tall, and he running up on niggas like this, yo. Why you going up in that nigga shit? What you doing?
Yeah, I don't
could be
play
like,
that because
oh
these
my
dudes
God.
were stealing and I'm trying to. Every time the Bloods stole or robbed a dude that wasn't fucking with them, I smashed that blood to the concrete. Ask anybody. Right here is a nigga that was with me while I was smashing niggas down for stealing niggas' commissary, for stealing your cookies and all that your mother gave you the money for and all that. The Bloods were going in your cell and stealing it, nigga. And when I caught them, I rocked them, nigga. I promise you.
Pop their head off.
Yo, come on, we kill a nigga sneak thief.
Facts, sneak thief, you
But
get
it was
rocked.
his man shit. It was the nigga's man shit.
Yeah.
And he's ready to
Facts.
go, no, he ain't robbing him.
You see, it wasn't my shit. It was my man's. Niggas are stealing from my peoples. Like a nigga that I kind of sort of know. And I'm rocking you. Facts.
I just don't know what the fuck he doing and getting the niggas business.
Yeah,
Even if it wasn't my business, like they stealing from somebody else, don't matter. You stealing my house, nigga, any house I get into, it don't matter if you blood, crip, whatever gang, nigga. I'm fucking you up, nigga. And I'm not calling no kings because I'm the top king wherever I go, whenever I go. I take over, nigga. I'm a real jailhouse nigga. Whoever knows me, nigga. Why you think the rest of these niggas on the internet or whatever, the niggas that talk about prison and jail, right? If he never really spoke to me, they don't even dare reach out to me, nigga. These niggas are not like that you see talking about all that shit, nigga. You see anybody saying who they was in the prison, you never will, nigga. Because them niggas were not like that, nigga. Facts. If you was in the box, stuck for 20 or 15 years, you was not like that. Nobody knew you in population, nigga. How I got mad stories about me popping. Never I got popped on, because I never been popped on. I might have popped and dudes like then it pops off. But nah, nigga, I'm the problem child. I promise you.
getting in the business like I just want to fight. It look like I'm instigating.
But the thing is, Ward's feeling himself like he worked out. And he's like this, yo, little punk, fuck that.
Yo.
I stay brolic, nigga. Ask anybody. When I'm on the island or up north, I'm a whole different dude, bro. Even now, the dudes be like, you pretty big. I'm talking about my arms get crazy, nigga. I'm a brolic nigga. Here, he says it here. He says it. War was the brolicest nigga.
Facts, sneak thief,
But
you
it
get
was
rocked.
his man shit. It was the nigga's man shit.
Yeah.
And he's ready
Facts.
to go, no, he ain't robbing him. War just don't know what the fuck he doing and getting the niggas business.
Yeah, I'm getting in the
And he's
business like I
starting
just
shit.
want to fight. It look like I'm instigating.
But the thing is, Ward's feeling himself like he worked out. And he's like this, yo, little punk, fuck that.
Yo,
I
Mustafa.
can fight.
And he was brolic, son. He was the brolicest motherfucker in the earth, bro. And he's telling me to chill. And
Cause I don't
yo,
wanna get in
police,
trouble.
son. Yo, police. Don't move. Stay there. Stay just like that. Stay just like that.
Do what you do.
Yeah, but you did good because if you would have panicked and got up, then he would have saw you, right, Staffa?
Yeah.
We did it good.
Yeah.
Nah, my dude didn't panic. I said, yo, they there. I just said, nah, Bezo. Yo, so check it.
Yo.
Mustafa told me to chill, but he's like, bro, I'm like, chill. He trying to play us. Mustafa's like, how can I explain it? And he's a black brother. And I know his whole family. I know him for years. His mother, rest in peace. God bless her, right? And y'all know I don't record dudes in the street like that or post other people my shows about me, but this is my brother. So now Mustafa will tell me to chill.
You see, I always told niggas my shows are about me. So whenever somebody come to watch, yo, what's this about? It's about me. I blew my channels, all my content about me, nigga. When a nigga asks me, what's this channel about? Nigga, your mother, you want to watch or you don't, nigga? It's about me, nigga. Facts. Why you want your channel to be about somebody else? Niggas is weird. But check me out, though. I could stunt.
He got the best heart in the world. He look like a little Puerto Rican viejito older dude. He's blacker than all of us, bro. Cause I know y'all got jokes on the internet like, War picked up a Puerto Rican dude to say he black, bro. my guy, I don't show.
And I'm half black, half Puerto Rican, bro. Believe me. But I'm a real Puerto Rock.
Y'all my other guy Bezo cause he's doing something that he's not supposed to be.
Come on, man. Yo, even the brothers on the island, they knew. They was like, yo, man, yo, Papi, you not gonna go with your family, man?
Facts.
Yo, we Boricua, man. I said, yo, man, I'm not Puerto Rican, I'm West Indian.
Facts.
And I'm black, I'm Indian, man. Yo, I'm fucking an Indian.
But you consider yourself black, right?
Yeah. But they just get mad. And then they speak Spanish and they see I understand poquito español. So they like, yo, yo, you Spanish? I said, yo, then I act like I don't know no Spanish. They go, fuck it.
Right.
If I see that I know a little Spanish, they know Spanish. I don't. I'm not Spanish, bro.
Mustafa, and not showing off or whatever, right? Yo, who
I talk just like them. Yo, B, yo, B.
Yeah.
So they think I'm Spanish.
Yo, Mustafa, with all respects, me being not trying to show off about gangs or nation, me being a well-known king on the island, didn't everybody know us?
Everybody.
And let me ask you something. Who I was always with? What nationality?
Black.
Every time. So when Homeboy went on that show,
and if you get in a beef, he don't give a. He going hard by himself. He ain't calling none of that.
I never call the king for no drama. Respectfully.
His family coming.
I'd have been on an island from a tie.
That's an old timer.
I'll tie you up like a tie, kid. Don't get it wrong.
My niggas say, well, I'll tie you up like a Tyler, kid. Fact. Shout out to my dudes, boy. That nigga kept it in gully. I bet you see him on Rikers, you won't be stunting. You get it? Because these niggas are real street niggas. He know how to disguise himself. He look like what he's doing, like the street. You go to the island, he's clean shaved, brolic, all that. Like, what up, brah? You like fucked up. You won't even recognize him. But I bet he won't forget you.
Yo,
We built the island, kid.
Oh, shit.
I'm in my old
he
age,
said we
but
built the island.
built that, kid.
That's a fact. We built the island, nigga. I promise you. So look, look at the thumbnail. That nigga stole from me, bro. That nigga's a thief, bro. That nigga stole the thumbnail, nigga. I had this thumbnail there for like 3 years, nigga. Let's see when he made his video. These niggas is crazy, bro. Look, that's my thumbnail, nigga. He put it right here. I'll profit when he stole the same year. He probably stole it 2 years ago. Well, a year, probably a year. I had it for like a year and some change, and then he saw my videos. He liked my videos. That's why he started talking about the Crips.
Did he leave your like? Was your family of a stature that he?
Nigga's a clown, bro. I don't respect that. I don't respect that, nigga.
You summon the power to.
I don't respect that. And then he's sneaky. He's a sneaky dude. He blocked me. You get it? That's a dangerous
Make webinars
nigga.
easier from start to finish. And its name is. We
used to call him DMC. Him.
Such a.
This is a
tough guy.
This is a dangerous piece of shit content creator. Because he stole, number one is I could have your whole channel shut off just from taking my thumbnail. Facts. Because the thumbnail is is something that belongs to my channel. It's not supposed to be nowhere else. Don't matter if Blue Boy and somebody else is in the picture. The artwork and everything else was formulated and put together by me. And this nigga stole it and blocks me. That's why I'm on his channel with another channel. I'm not on his channel with Golden Culture. I had to punch in with On The Lockout, nigga. Look, there's another channel, On The Lockout. Because on Golden Culture, he has me blocked. Because he stole my thumbnail. I'm saying, why this nigga got me blocked? I go back to his channel. The nigga has mad thumbnails and pictures and everything he stole from me, nigga. This nigga out profit, bro. That's how these niggas grow. You get it? This nigga's been growing, but he's been stealing. And he's not the only one. I caught a lot of these niggas lately. Facts. And I get it. Like, I was one of the first niggas, Rikers Island stories and all that. But, nigga, that don't mean you got to steal my fucking shit and run with it, nigga. Like, god damn, nigga. And he can't say you didn't steal, nigga. That's not my thumbnail? You're going to tell me this thumbnail right here on the top, that blue shit, it says Rikers Island Prison. You're going to tell me that is not stolen from here? You're going to tell me he didn't steal that from this from this one? You kidding me? You're going to tell me he didn't steal that? That's this, bro, all day. Facts. I'm trying to pop it out so you can see it more, but you're going to tell me that's not that? Nigga, I remember when I put this together and did this. It was like years ago. Facts. Remember, I'm the thumbnail master, bro. The nigga stole from me, bro, and blocked me on the lockout, thinking he was slick, like he was doing something. But he was stealing, nigga. Look, you see it? It's the same thumbnail, nigga. Everything is my thumbnail, nigga. A stupid motherfucker could stop and see that. He copied a lot of shit. Even the way I write New York City, niggas wasn't writing NYC capital letter like that, nothing. He got all that texting, the way he put his titles and everything. So that's what goes to show you. Not one time did this nigga comment on my channel. Not one time did this nigga tell me, yo, good job. So you see why I don't fuck with niggas? Do you see why I don't fuck with niggas? Because it's these faggot niggas who stay watching our content and suck dick and just go pop and take it and just do them or talk about what you're talking about, like if them niggas is lit like that and them niggas is faggots. Facts. Them niggas just wash the fuck up. Facts. Right? It's them same niggas who be stealing and all types of shit. So there you have it. You seen that nigga just stole like a bitch. But I'm out of here because y'all niggas still don't understand it. It seemed like y'all niggas like what that nigga did or whatever. Yo, peace out to y'all niggas, bro. Next time you come in here, talk, say something on my channel. Cause I just don't stay here like, so y'all niggas is dick riding like on slow motion, nigga. Like you have a comment or say something, you faggot. But I'm out of here. Thanks a lot, bro. Peace. I'm out. Gang. Whoop. Watch this faggot nigga. He's stealing.